let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting LA Clippers. At power forward, Gordon Hayward. At shooting guard, Jordan Clarkson. At the other guard position, Bones Highland. At center, Ivica Zubac. At the other forward position, Kawhi Leonard. The head coach of the visiting team, Tyronn Lue. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, wearing the deuce, Chris Middleton. The other forward position, at 7 foot 3 inches, number 11, Kristaps Porzingis. The other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 1,
Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Los Angeles Clippers, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been called a cyborg for his lack of emotion on the court. He said, quote, "I just try to stay locked into the game. When people are the most serious, they play the best basketball. Nobody's smiling in the fourth quarter." Ryan?
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, who also had that poker face. Allie, good stuff. Looking now at the lineup for the teams tonight, some names out of action.
And it feels really early to be already missing players from the lineup. How these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Gordon Hayward is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's Highland in at point guard. And for Charlotte, they've got Chris Middleton. Derrick Rose is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even keeled. It's such a long season. You're going to have highs and lows. Just treat this like any other low point at any other time of the year. It should pass.
Now here's Porzingis. Here's Ball. He's off on the layup. Now the Clippers with it. Clarkson outside. Up top, Zubac. Back to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Zubac with a screen on Rose. And it's Clarkson missing. Leonard against Middleton. There's Ball with a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. And here's Leonard. He had 25 points in his last game. Out to the right wing. Hayward outside. Zubac with a screen on Porzingis. Hayward to pass to Zubac. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup.
Yeah, when Hayward has the ball, he watches all the angles. That's how he finds wide open guys to feed.
Here's Ball. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Wembanyama. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Zubats.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Here's Clarkson. Leonard with the ball. Shot from the wing. Rose grabs the board.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Ball passes to Porzingis. Charlotte again missing.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. The Hornets have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Here's Ball. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Tons of hype around LaMelo Ball, the 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
They get the rebound. Tries again. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Highland hits the trifecta.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside, and your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Hayward after the basket by Charlotte. Leonard up top. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. No good that time. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Pass to Ball. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
I don't know who's going to get up for that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
Ball with the assist.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Clarkson with the ball. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. 6 to shoot. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Charlotte trailing. Here's Ball. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Now here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Highland. Low block shot. That shot off the mark. Good D by Ball. Here's Wembanyama. Leonard defending. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Timeout called. The Clippers.
Give it up for your high hip-hop squad.
idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Heat, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they are showing some progress. Little by little, they're becoming a better team. Now, they just have to maintain this positive momentum.
Here's Highland, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Pass to Leonard. Goes back up. Blocked! Rose against Clarkson. Now here's Rose. Tightly guarded, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal.
This might make you feel old, but Derek Rose won his MVP over a decade ago, the 2011 season. That was something special.
First free throw is good. D. Rose in 2011, MVP for his hometown team, the Chicago Bulls.
And what a year. Top 10 in scoring and assists. He just won that vote in a landslide. That Bulls team winning 62 games, and it beat up on a loaded Eastern Conference. That was LeBron's first Miami season, and Boston still had the big three. Derrick Rose was getting it done.
Here's Highland. Pass to Leonard. Stolen by Ball. Clarkson against Rose. Here's Middleton. And Chris Middleton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
Leonard passes to Clarkson. Leonard with a screen on Rose. To the middle. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Well, a combo guard who can do a lot of things decently well. Jordan Clarkson, solid at dishing that rock.
Ball passes to Middleton. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Highland. Out to Leonard from deep. He buries it from 3. Leonard's got 5 points.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
That's right there. Here are your teams.
He's checked in for Rose. And the Clippers making a change here. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see the small forwards who have been picking the most pockets this season. Kawhi Leonard is second, Chris Middleton fourth.
These guys do as much damage with their defense as they do with their offense. I mean, they can swoop in for the steal anywhere on the floor.
Just a great job of anticipation. These guys defend the entire court in transition, in the half-court set. It doesn't matter. They're out there agitating, disrupting, doing everything they can to unsettle an opposing offense.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Defensive foul, Daniel Tice. First personal foul, third team foul.
Clippers trail. Here's Highland. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Tice. And finished off by Tice.
Well, he's got a scorer's mindset, but Norman Powell does play unselfish. If you have a better shot, he'll give it up.
Pass to Wembanyama. Drops in the layup for 2. 7 points in the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Highland, pounded by Ball. Highland misses. The Hornets have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Here's Wembanyama. Basket's good. And now it's a 7-point Hornet lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Powell. Here's Highland, hounded by Ball. Tice, a screen on Ball. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And here's a look at some numbers for Chris Middleton.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here's Martin, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Middleton against Hayward. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now. Tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
There obviously was a breakdown of the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Martin, the offensive rebound. And that one's good. Porzingis. And the Hornets lead by 4.
It's talked about a lot, but when Porzingis is active as that big of a body, it really helps out when he's doing the dirty work.
Here's Hampton. Down low. Here's Tice. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And it was really the defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game. Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
It's about to get back. Here's your high pickoff line.
Covington comes in for Hayward, and it's Livers in for Highland. Los Angeles has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Pass to Hampton. The 3-ball. Ball with the rebound.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
O'Neal on the wing. The kick out to Ball. Noel down low, covered by Covington. Good on the shot. And now it's an 8-point Charlotte lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to Tice. Back to Hampton. Powell against Martin. Takes a step back. Shot clock at 6. Tice against Noel. The 3, Hampton. Can't hit that one. And Charlotte going the other way now. This game against Los Angeles here, their first look at the Clippers.
It's really hard to know what to expect when teams play only twice a year. It makes it a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battles.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
O'Neal misses.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Noel.
Basketball.
1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hampton, hounded by Ball. Pass delivers. And he buries his first look.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Ball outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Hampton into the lane. O'Neal pulls it in. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Left side Young. It's Martin on the wing. Shoots over Powell. Martin misses. The Clippers trail. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Hampton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hampton's got 6 points.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Here's Ball. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
The Clippers, 27.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
Chris Middleton is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Ben McLemore. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. Now here's Rose. Here's McLemore. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Hayward, he's checked in for Livers. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who can do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Sunday, the Atlanta Hawks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them.
They're looking at a lot of road contests in the next stretch, but this squad has been very good away from home, and I think that continues.
Highland, he's checked in for Hampton. He hits the second from the line.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derrick still has a passion for the game.
Here's Clarkson. That shot missing. Good D by Rose. The Hornets with a lead. Here's McLemore into the lane. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Pass to Clarkson. Leonard outside. Zubats with a screen on Middleton. Leonard passes to Zubats. Blocked! Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Coming onto the floor for your Hornets, LaMelo Ball.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And it's Clarkson missing.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And he makes it. Middleton's got his second basket on the night.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Highland. He's got 6. Pass to Leonard. Over Porzingis. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And for the Hornets, they're shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Highland. It's tipped. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And it's good. 2 points. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Rose against Clarkson. Ball outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Hayward. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Leonard. Here's Highland, pounded by Ball. Leonard against Middleton. 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 12. Good on the jump shot. Clarkson's got his first bucket in this one.
Jordan Clarkson tries to be aggressive for most of the game, and when he's looking to score from the mid-range, if he knocks a couple down, he can be dangerous.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
15 foul. At the line for Charlotte, LaMelo Ball. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Clippers, they're in a solid spot right now, 5th place.
I think for Los Angeles, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Now here's Ball. He's got 13. Here's Wembanyama. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Wembanyama. Defensive foul. Bones Highland. 3rd personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for your Hornets,
Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Kawhi Leonard at the line. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, we've seen teams go all in to acquire Kawhi Leonard. Easy to see why. He just changes the course of a franchise. Any team he's on legitimately has a chance to win a title.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The Hornets have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Now here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Pass to Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. From deep, Rose. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. And Leonard, here we go. Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Middleton with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Wembanyama. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Now here's Ball. Out to Rose from outside the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Highland. Hayward outside. Here's Highland. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Leonard on the take. Over Middleton. Second shot opportunity. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, strong finish by Hayward. A chance to add another.
So for the Clippers, Tice is checked in for Zubac. Covington comes in for Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for Clarkson. That free throw good from Hayward. Even as a forward, Gordon Hayward can run the offense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., he is a tremendous passer. Hayward's averaged over 5 assists a game during the season. Having Gordon in the front court really helps with ball movement.
Middleton, no good. The Clippers trail. Here's Powell. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
At the line for the Clippers, Norman Powell. At the line, 1 shot.
And that one misses.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer, and he can shoot the 3 at a high clip.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Ooh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Pass to Tice. Back to Hayward. Six to shoot. Here's Highland. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Covington, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Ball. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. He's got 18.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Powell. Covington, a screen on Rose. Powell with it. Middleton covering. Powell, it's good.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so if he gets in that gap, he's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Timeout called. The Hornets.
Your Hornets NeXT.
Clippers. Hampton comes in for Highland. And now let's take a look which point guards are leading this season in rebounding. LaMelo Ball, third.
You know, there's really a science to it all. It's about reading shot trajectories and getting the right positioning as well. And so far, they're doing it better than most.
It's a dimension of the game that so few point guards have, and it's an attribute that makes them much more valuable to their ball clubs. To have that many rebounds coming from the point guard position, what a plus you got there.
LA foul. Robert Covington. First personal foul. At the line for your Hornets.
No good on that one.
Ball. 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
Here in the second period, he's made a concerted effort to attack and get himself to the line.
Powell outside from 13. That one doesn't drop. And Charlotte going the other way now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Ball, drives to the hoop, and Ball throws it down.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Powell passes to Tice, and finished off by Tice.
That's a smart read from Powell. He analyzed the play there and made the right pass.
Ball outside, takes a three.
Foul charge to Charlotte. Royce O'Neal. First personal foul and the third team foul.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Pass to Tice. Here's Hampton. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
At the line for the Clippers, R.J. Hampton. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Ball. 16 points for him. And Ball throws it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And the Clippers have possession. The Hornets making their last shot. Here's Powell, and it's blocked by Noel.
And Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
3 on the clock, and a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Ball, and counted. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line for the Clippers, Norman Powell. Going to the line, shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now here's Ball. Give him 20. Pass to Young. Here's O'Neal. Young with a screen on Covington. O'Neal misses.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there, and as much as I like juggling, That's not effective.
Martin against Powell. Driving inside. Another shot. Pass delivers. Three-pointer. Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Ball. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Ball's got 11 points in the quarter.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
One more round of applause for your Honeybees.
Hornets making a change here. Martin's checked in. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Hornets, sitting 4th in the conference early on and looking to move into that top tier.
I think for the Hornets, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
The goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season to make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Charlotte again missing. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Martin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Screen by O'Neal. Shoots. Martin with the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 13. Well, Brett, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. The Hornets shooting it very well, 52% during the second. Here's Ball. Martin, left side. 40 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And it's the Hornets with the ball. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's the second effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
They'd be in a much deeper hole if they hadn't been so dedicated to controlling the glass this quarter.
Here's Powell. Hornets with the rebound.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Ball passes to Noel. Stolen!
Noel is an active defender and right now annoying some of the shot selection from the opponent.
And so it's Charlotte in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Charlotte Hornets.
Tremendous job finding the big dudes and letting them work. Great physicality, and it ain't all about the three ball, is it, big fella?
Nope, elbows are on the way.
And let's get back to our featured game. A fantastic battle between these two guys.
These guys are leading their way offensively. It's hard work doing all that scoring. Wouldn't you agree with that, Shaq?
Not for me, it was a piece of cake or barbecue chicken, whichever you prefer, or both at the same time. I'm hungry.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Ivica Zubac, Kawhi Leonard out there with Gordon Hayward. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Highland in at the one. Now here's Ball. Now Middleton. And they double up Ball to the inside. Out to Rose. Takes the three. Leonard pulls down the board. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Hayward's shot is off. Charlotte is shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Inside, Porzingis, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Pass to Leonard, over Middleton. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for your Hornets.
That free throw, no good.
Ball. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Here's Highland. Second chance effort. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Ball with it. And Clarkson picks him up defensively. Middleton outside. They set a pick. Pass to Porzingis. Knocked away. Clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. He's guarded by Zubac. Wembanyama, no good. The Clippers have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Out to Leonard. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Pass to Wembanyama. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The 3 is up. They get it again. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Rose, the pass to Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got 7 points.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside and get that one up quick.
Timeout called, the Clippers.
That's right, man. Here are your Hornets.
Well, when we talk about small forwards, these are the premier passers over the past 10 games. Chris Middleton, fourth.
The selfless attitude of this group of wings is a breath of fresh air. I mean, they're all about doing what's best for the team.
We've seen a lot of three men be great scorers over the past couple years, but these guys fit right in the category of being some of the best passers, almost point guard-like skills. Crisp ball movement is never an issue with any of them on the floor.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 9. Zubac passes to Leonard. It's good. 11 points in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now here's Ball. Guarded closely. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Hayward.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Hornets,
And he makes a first.
2 shots.
And so Ball nails both of them. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 6. Nifty move. Pass to Zubac. Out to Hayward. Zubac screen. Another shot. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
At the line for 1.
The free throw drops from Zubac. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 16th rebound on the night. Now here's Leonard. To the middle. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
The free throw drops from Zubac. Martin, he's checked in for Rose. That one's no good. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Ball no good. Now Los Angeles with it. It's a 13-point game. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Pass to Martin. The 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Zubac with a screen on Martin. Clarkson passes to Zubac. The shot no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Here's Wembanyama. Leonard defending. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Leonard. The Hornets making their last shot. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
And Ball throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
A nice shot by Zubats.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Fourth personal foul, and the third team foul. At the line for your Hornets,
First one falls for him. Young, he's checked in for Charlotte.
At the line for 2.
So hits one and misses one at the line. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting just 33% so far in this game. Here's Hampton, hounded by Ball. Pass delivers. Young against Powell. Soft touch off the glass. Powell's got 7 points.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
Here's Ball. Hampton grabs the board. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Tice. Here's Livers. Back to Tice. All sorts of time. Hornets with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Martin, the pass to Porzingis. Hey, it's Porzingis slamming it home.
Porzingis right through the defense and a sweet dunk from the big man.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the inside, Powell again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Now here's Ball. He's got 27. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 24 points for him.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Their top 5 pick back in 2015, the 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis ushered in a bit of a new era there. The rise of the 7-footer who could step out and drain 3.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the score by the Clippers. Now here's Ball. He's closely guarded. That one a little long. The Clippers shooting a less than average 27% in the third quarter. Well, since Porzingis was drafted, there have been a bunch of 7-foot shooters going in the first.
It's a good call, BA. You think about guys like Lowry, Markkanen. These guys feel like they stretch it out a bit. They can get behind the three-point line and knock shots down. Porzingis opened up a new way to think about the offense from the 5 spot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie.
R.J. Hampton, second personal foul, 15 foul. At the line.
And he drops the first. Martin, he's checked in for Charlotte. McLemore comes in for Martin.
Ball. Taking 2 shots.
Hits both from the stripe. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Powell. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's McLemore. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hampton, third personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And he makes a first.
The line for your Hornets, Ben McLemore. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Powell. Shot on the wing. And he connects with a jumper. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Ball outside. Here's Young, and Young slams it in.
Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Up top, Powell. 9 points in the game. They set the pick. And Powell with the stuff.
Excellent work from Powell in the pick and roll action.
The Hornets have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Here's Ball. And the shot goes down. Ball's got 31.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Here's Powell. And no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Young. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Ball passes to Young. It's Martin on the wing. Over Tice. Martin misses. Los Angeles shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Pass to Hampton. Now Tice. Powell with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Livers from deep three-point range. And Young pulls it down.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's O'Neal. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Young misses. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Powell passes to Tice. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First one falls. Highland, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Going to the line, shooting 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, the Hornets shooting about 47% in the third. Rose outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 26. Here's Powell. 11 points in the game. Got a piece of it. Now here's Covington. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 2 on the clock. And the basket by Highland.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. We'll be right back.
The Clippers, 74. Your Hornets, you.
And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
Okay, one basket at a time, all right? Keep playing, keep getting shots.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Derrick Rose, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Cody Martin. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
Porzingis up top, guarded by Hayward. Down low. To the middle. And that one's good. Porzingis. And the Hornets lead by 19.
CTH, can't teach height. Porzingis is big and completes the play.
Pass to Leonard. Nice move. The shot won't fall. Rose against Clarkson to the paint. Hayward with a steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Highland. There's another block. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending everything back.
It's Martin on the wing. Pass to Rose to the inside. 6 to shoot. The open shot by Middleton. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
If he's making shots like that, the teammates want to feed that confidence. Middleton with a sweet stroke.
Step back shot. Goes back up. Here's Zubats. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Third personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for LA, Ivica Zubac.
He's off on the first.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Ball, he's checked in for Charlotte. And he ends up missing both free throws. Grant, when you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it.
Well, it's interesting. You know, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, BA, you know, I'm hoping that things start to click with me in my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too.
Superstar status is not in the cards for you on the golf course. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Porzingis against Clarkson. Leonard.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
Second team foul. Shooting for LA.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Going to the line, shooting 2.
And Leonard drops them both. The Hornets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Ball. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Ball's got 11 points here in the second half. Clarkson against Martin. And it's Clarkson missing. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Steps back. Ball passes to Martin. It's stolen by Clarkson. Porzingis against Hayward. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
And that one's good.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Highland, hounded by Ball. Clarkson outside. Inside, here's Zubats, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the rise of the internet has helped give players their own voice. And now with podcasts and other streams, Grant, they're also able to monetize their voice.
Yeah, players understand the value of their voice and also how to monetize that. Speaking directly to their fans, to their customers, using these different platforms. You know, I think broadcasters I think you and I need to have a podcast, BA.
For sure. I know we can't afford you though.
That might be true.
The Hornets have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Ball right side. Shoots from the right block. Pass to Porzingis. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Porzingis is doubled. Ball outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Leonard against Middleton. Kept alive. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Leonard. The Hornets making their last shot.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Brent, one issue that's come up, star players unavailable for various reasons, but some tension there with teams. Where are we headed with this, you think?
I think one of the things, BA, that's going to be of interest in the next couple years is how much this rest, recovery, and load management is actually impacting the player's performance. There's been a lot of data out there, and it's a lot of predictive data about whether or not a player should play. And the league is really digging in to see whether or not this is actually affecting the players or if they should be playing more minutes. And I don't know if it comes down to something financial, but it usually does.
Now here's Leonard. And they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Ball. Pass to Middleton. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one. Middleton's going 5 of 10 from the floor. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Leonard up top. Over Middleton. That one's wide left.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Ball passes to Middleton. And here's Porzingis, guarded by Hayward. And they double up Porzingis. Zubats against Rose. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
Oh, wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back, maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, BA, this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist.
Ball no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Clarkson. There's a screen. Here's Highland, hounded by Ball. Batum sets a screen. Here's Highland. Unable to get that one. And the Hornets going the other way now. Here's Wembanyama. Rose can't connect.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Morris for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Morris has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. And here are the Clippers now. The Hornets making their last shot. It's deflected. Well, your Hall of Fame dad, Rick, made some interesting comments, Brent. One of them encouraging the league to crack down on illegal screens.
No way, BA. My dad said something that was controversial or interesting. You got to get out of here. Yeah, I mean, illegal screens, do we want to see less of them? Sure.
Ball outside. Ball's doubled. To the middle. Pass to Wembanyama. To the inside. He takes it in. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
And you know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th one, too.
And they double up ball to the paint. Middleton. Outside Porzingis. Over to the left wing. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Rose, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the Hornets making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Powell against Rose. From behind the arc. And they get it back.
And his teammates appreciate the energy. Nice job to keep the possession going. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Here's Hampton. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Middleton's got rebound number 8 now. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
Clippers substitution, Robert Covington.
Pass to Wembanyama. Ball left side. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, a 4th turnover there. That's just a rough, sloppy game.
And here are the Clippers now. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Ooh, poked away. Ball passes to Rose. Now Ball. Fires from 14. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in the high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. Here's Wembanyama. Ball with it. He's picked up by Tice. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Daniel Tice. And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Here's Hampton, pounded by Ball. And finished off by Tice.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
Here's Hampton, pass to Tice. Here's Livers. Here's the three. Gets the three to fall.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Ball outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ball's got 44.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Tice outside. Fires the three. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Now here's Rose. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Tice. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Rose, the pass to Ball. Out to Rose, to the middle. Here's Wembanyama. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Back to Hampton. Ball with a steal. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.